Goodness, guys, I barely knew how to log into my own darn call. So I am uploading the link right now to Facebook. So we will not have that issue again. So I am so sorry.
Thank you. I was just about to ask you about that.
My bad, guys. Yeah,
Oh, you're all good.
I literally couldn't even find it. I had to log in and find one of your guys' onboarding emails. Carrie, I think I had to go to your onboarding email to find it uh, on
Glad
here.
I could help. No.
So, I mean, yeah, that's, let me tell you guys, it's not supposed to be that way. You're supposed to know how to log into your own stuff. So, all right, guys. Well, hey, I hope you guys have had an amazing week. We ain't had a half bad one. We are going through a lot of different paperwork stuff over here, and we are getting set up. So when tax season, to give you guys some context, when tax season happens, we don't file our taxes on April 15th. We file an extension, and that gives us until October to file our taxes, which means we get all of our accountant and CPA's attention when it is not their tax season. So we get a lot of time with them. I really like doing it this way. And truthfully, it just allows us like to not have to, we can focus on really teeing up Q1 for the whole year instead of just focusing on Q1 for taxes. So it kind of allows us just to focus on taxes periodically throughout the whole year and do it. And I really like that. So I wanted to share that with you guys just in case you ever get too far under the gun to file your taxes on time. You file an extension. So our CPA does it for us automatically. Every year we file an extension for 10 straight years now, and we will continue to do that. Okay. Also, if you ever have a big tax bill, say you have a $10,000 tax bill and you can't pay it on April 15th, you file an extension, right? It gives you until October to either come up with the money or to set up some sort of a payment plan on how to start making that payment back. Okay. Cool. All right. So I hope you guys have had an amazing week. Mike, I know we have some stuff that we are diving right into, brother. So let's do it. And this is kind of cool. I didn't know if we'd have like 30 people on this call or a couple. So this is awesome. See, we got some AI and some guys. So, all right, Mike, I'm going to get everything set up here, dude. And it is all your time. And then Deirdre and Carrie.
All right, can you hear me?
Whoa, what'd you do differently?
I unplugged my earphones and I'm just
No, now you muted it. Now you done screwed it up. So.
I, I
Uh,
just took out my earphones and I'm just using just the computer.
you put those things in your desk for a little bit. So, uh, all right, brother, you go right ahead. So, tell me the goal, like kind of, we left off yesterday with quite a few different things, but what do you want to be the goal of reviewing all this, really?
To be able to make this payment to the Mississippi Land Bank for this property that we have that we bought a couple of years ago. It's set up on yearly payments instead of monthly payments, and it's due. And so I want to try to leverage other properties to be able to do that and to also get this Louisiana land flip done because I have so much equity we'll have in that I will be able to pay both of those off. So I'd love to get with a private money lender to be able to do that, but I'm not sure how to structure it.
Cool. All right, so we got a Louisiana land flip. We have an Arkansas property, right?
hmm Those are the two primaries. We own the Arkansas property free and clear.
Okay. And the Louisiana land flip.
All in, it's going to be around 30,000 for that one. And I've been assured by a local realtor that it should sell for around 100.
And the Arkansas property?
It's worth about 150.
And is the Arkansas property a house or just land?
Just vacant land. It has an old mobile home on it, but it's deteriorated. It has to be torn down or hauled off.
Okay, cool. So got it. And so goal, we want to make a $30,000 payment by when?
Yesterday.
Okay, good deal. So, all right, nice.
The
The old
sooner the better.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I know what you mean. So no problem. All right, dude. So and the idea is we don't want to incur any monthly payments here.
That's
That's
correct.
right.
Ideally, we could settle up at the close of the Louisiana land flip.
Yeah. And so if I remember correctly, like we would like to do the Arkansas property last if we need to. Here's how I would do this, Mike. So we need 30 grand. So you easily have the equity in both properties here,
Hmm.
very easily. And so I would go out and I would begin raising. I would look for 35,000 per property. Okay. I would
Uh-huh.
create two different looms. And remember, a loom is just a screen recorder, right?
Right.
It's just you talking about like, hey guys, I have this, and I'll talk you through how to say it all. So I would ask for 35,000 each property because I'd like you just to have a little extra here, man. We have 250 grand in equity and you have 30,000 bucks. Plenty of.
Yeah. And the thing, I was looking at everything that we have, and we've actually got closer to probably 750 to 800 in equity. That it's just that we're so equity rich and cash poor, but these are the two properties that are most, I think, would be most easily accessible to that equity.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's find out. And so, because they are, truthfully.
Correct.
And so, all right. So we're gonna go for 35,000 per property. So you might end up with 70 grand here.
Hmm.
Okay. And so let's do the Louisiana one first. So you're going to create a loom on this, and then you are going to you're going to post in Facebook and send to via email everyone you know. Okay. So you should drop it in our group. You put it on your personal page. Did you get a chance to watch the rate? You were on the call about raising money, right?
Yes, I was. Yep.
Okay. Remember how we built that email list?
That's right. Yep.
Pretty simple.
Yep.
So you'll want to spend, I'd probably spend 2 days just or a day. I don't know, man, a couple hours building that before you do this.
Yeah, I've already started on that some, but I've still got a ways to go. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it'll definitely. Every person on here probably still has a ways to go because you could just keep making it better.
Yeah.
And then you're going to create that loom and then you're just going to email it and put it in Facebook. And that's it, man. That's it.
Yeah.
And you're going to do that probably. I would almost like to see it 2 times a week from you. Once a week would be
Mhm.
fine on that. So you could do actually, why don't we do once a week? Let's do once per week for both properties. So I'll give you two deals that you're looking for funding for.
Okay. Do, do,
Terms. Oh, go
that's
ahead.
that was my next question as far as the term.
Yeah. So I'm going to give you two options here. Okay. So we're going to say 12 months. I want you to pick this one, 12 to 15% interest. It really doesn't matter, Mike. It's just a couple $100 difference. Okay. So
Hmm.
don't overthink that, right? You got 250 grand in equity and you're talking about a couple $100. You
Yeah.
could pay somebody 20%. It's not going to hurt you. It's
Mm.
if you look at 30 grand, guys, uh 20% is either $2,000 a year or $4,000 a year. Okay. It's nothing compared to what like where Mike is right now with the amount of equity that he has and the amount of cash poor that he is. 2 grand is nothing, dude. So we'll just keep increasing that interest rate as you need to until somebody bites because nobody's going to be able to say no to like 18 or 20. But I think everybody will say yes to 12 and 15. So I don't want to go higher if we don't need to.
Okay.
Okay. And then we will state in the video all interest and principal paid at the end of 12 months or upon sale.
Or closing, yes. Okay. That was the main thing that I wanted to know on that because I've never used a private money lender um, outside of family. And when you first start doing this, or at least I didn't know how to structure it. It was a handshake, and I'll pay you this when the deal's done. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I want to offer the I want to make sure they're safe and they feel safe by doing the deal.
It's gonna be pretty hard to not feel safe owning a $150,000 piece of property for 35 grand.
Yeah,
They're gonna be all right.
because I've I've got a couple of friends and a couple of family members that I'm gonna approach with this first.
Yeah.
Try to, I might can get it done in the next day or two. I don't know, but just wasn't sure the best way to structure it
Yeah.
in the terms. Yeah.
And guys, I always tell people too, like, hey, they're gonna be like, well, what do you need the money for? Like, you're a real estate investor, aren't you super rich? And it's like, nope, nope.
Yeah.
Not at all. Thanks for thinking that though. But no, guys. I mean, we have cash, so I'm replying for you. So no, not at all. I wish I could fund all of my deals. Truthfully, I can barely fund one or two of them. But for me to be able to do this, I have to use other people's capital, and but we can pay them a really nice return. And so while I'm paying you 12%, as you can see, I'm going to tie you to a piece of property that I'm going to make another 50 grand on, and I've had nothing into it, but you're 30 grand. So do you see how easily it is for me to pay you 12% interest when I'm going to make $50,000 off of this? Like, and you can just tell them that way, or like, Mike, why do you need the money? Well, I've got a whole bunch of equity and I have very little in my bank account. So I need to change that. And so I can offer you an opportunity to earn a great return that's extremely securitized.
Hey, Travis, can I ask a question?
Please.
Since the amount is relatively small, do you offer a minimum of 6 months so you don't pay it off in 3 months and then they get very little return?
You definitely could. I usually offer a minimum of 3 months. Um, Great point, Gerhard. I would probably only go to 3 months. If somebody asked me for 6 months, though, I would say just fine. Um, and then I would time that exit for a minimum of 6 months.
You're reading my mind, Gerhard, because that's what I was thinking, especially with maybe family to offer that. You minimally you would make this, three or four, whatever it might be, because that to me that's incentive for a lender to do it as well.
Yeah, cool. Good call out, Gerhard. Gerhard's always got the wisdom comments, that's for sure. Thank you, sir.
He's somebody good to know. I found that out.
Absolutely. Cool. I got one more. I got one more idea for you, Mike. So I think this is going to work. Okay. The only reason this won't work is if you don't just do those activities. Like, you guys hear me. Like, someone made a post on, like, Travis, what tools and things and software to use when you walk a house. And if you guys saw my comment, I probably said a yellow notepad and a pen, and I write down everything wrong with the home, and then I put a dollar figure next to it. Like, my stuff is so unfancy. And so don't overthink this and think that it needs to be more difficult, Mike. So
Okay.
yeah, you got this, dude. I got one more thing for you though. So this Arkansas property, you own it free and clear. This is gonna take like at least 45 days, but I don't know why a bank wouldn't refinance you. And at I don't know what percent, but it's 150 grand. I don't know how they wouldn't give you a $100,000 loan. at 7%
Hmm.
interest, and you're gonna have to pay probably $1,000 a month. But it's $1,000 a month, but it's gonna
Hmm.
put 100 grand in your pocket. You can make the $1,000 a month payment with the
Gotcha.
money they gave you.
Okay.
Yeah. You
That
got
would make
you got a
sense.
100 months of payments right there that
Hmm.
they handed you. So a lot of times, guys, you are right in your thinking of like, I don't want to take on excess debt, but if you're just borrowing it, you can pay them back with their own money. The equity still exists. The equity doesn't disappear just because you figured out how to structure things better.
Yeah. Even 75 would work for what I'm trying to get done.
Hmm.
Be
Yeah.
more than enough to work. Yeah.
And well,
Okay.
and you said you have a whole bunch of other equity. I know you got the commercial property that you bought and these other, I know you got a whole lot of other things going on. And like we talked about yesterday on the phone, so Mike and I talked after the call, and you just need a runway. That's all you
Yeah.
need here. You
Yeah.
just need more time to let everything play out. Carrie, yours is the same way. You just need time to pass by. Yeah, you're going to end up with hundreds of thousands of dollars in your bank account, but you have to figure out how to survive for 12 to 18 months. Hence the one problem with real estate investing that nobody ever teaches anybody till they start to see it. And so that's the toughest part of this. So I think that's the two things you can do, Mike. But I would really
Okay.
like to see every one of you start raising money um, for things.
Okay. Cool.
Cool, dude.
Plan.
All right, brother. Go do those videos, man. Don't overthink them. Remember, if you get Loom, I think the first X amount of videos are completely free.
Yeah.
After that, my Loom account only costs $10. Okay,
Okay.
that's it.
Cool.
So don't be getting no, now this drawing stuff is really nice, but these things are, I don't know, these are so expensive now, it's ridiculous. So I wouldn't do this yet. Okay. But the time will come, but I think these things are like $600 to get these. So don't do that yet. Um, unless you guys just have a bunch of disposable income, but over time these drawing things become very powerful for you. And I bet there's tools that you can draw with your mouse. It's just not as pretty as your hand. So
Okay.
any,
Cool.
any other questions, Mike?
I don't think so. That's very, oops, helpful and encouraging, I said.
Yeah. Yeah, I won't forget this now, man. So this is really easy to remember. So I just remember we talked about like 5 properties last time. So that's why I
Right.
couldn't keep them all straight.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, man. Guys, any questions from anybody on something related to this? And then I'm going to Miss Deirdre. Or comments like that, Gerhard's comments are always fantastic. Like if anybody has comments, those are always welcome. Okay, Deirdre, the floor is yours.
Okay, I have a couple. First thing, I did not win the bid on the Greenwood property, so that one is off the table for me. So I got outbid with that. However, because they liked me, she sent me another property. They did have it listed for 104,000, and they did not, nobody took the bid for that. They know that the owner knows that she's gonna have to come to the table with money. And so I'm hoping you can help me to figure out what a good way is to structure it because her first mortgage is at a 2.9% interest rate
Jeez.
from 2021. I ran an amortization sheet, so the payment on that is 494.06, but the balance should be 105.98.90. So
What was
say
it?
one.
What was it?
It should be as of 6/1, the balance should be $105,098.
Okay.
The yeah, payment 494.06. So
Okay.
however, she does have a second on there and they're verifying all this with her. I put together a list for them. Um I I guess, which again I would say this is my absolute weakest point is I'm still learning repairs. I put 70,000 since they've owned the house in 5 years, they've really destroyed the house. But it is worth 175.
Hmm.
And she's already prepared that she has to come to the table with money. So the second mortgage was, I can give you those numbers too if you want.
Please.
It's 50,000 at a 6.5%.
What?
That's and that was on a shorter time frame, so that payment is 31603.
Dang.
And she should, because that was recent, she should owe I'll just say 48,000 for round numbers. So together the payments were 81009, mortgage one and mortgage two.
Hmm. Golly, she's over $50,000 underwater on that property.
Yeah.
There's there's nothing you can do for it, Deirdre. Not with a $70,000 rehab. If that second wasn't there, it works. Um,
But
uh,
if she knows that she has to come to the table with money, can you, I guess my question was, can you still have a deal sub to it and take over the first? Like, can you take over the first and have her come with all the money to for the second?
yes, that would work.
Because she's already prepared, and I think that's what I was trying. Like, I did my numbers, and I was like, I was negative 55,000 in the down payment. No equity was only 7,000, and the payment was 465.81, taking into everything into account.
Yep.
So if mortgage one is the only thing and she comes to the table with mortgage two,
Yes,
does that
I
work?
would buy.
And can you do that as a sub two at that point?
Yeah, that would work. Yes, it would work. You're going to be buying it at completely like 100% of value, but you'll be able to make that up in the owner financing space on it. And I'm going to guess once you clean it out and make it look nice, it's still wrecked, but as long as it looks decent and you don't have to step over things, like somebody's going to really value that home, especially at that price point. So you won't have a problem with that.
Okay. Um, can I go over two more real quickly?
Of course.
The second one, uh, another person sent me. It is out in the country. I would say the outside walls are still standing. I can send pictures of that if you want, drop those pictures. That ARV on that house, I would say semi-conservatively. Let me pull up my cash flow hunter. On that house is about 110,000. Somebody came in and gutted the inside and then just left it. Um, they will take less than 30 for the house, and I think I can get them down to 10 or 15, but I've never done a whole fix and flip, or is that worth just getting it and parking it and then doing something with it later?
Man,
Or
I've sold a gut before without anything in it, just sticks. Um, and a roof falling in under financing. It was 250 Brown, Spartanburg, South Carolina. Um, Still one of the best deals I've ever done. Uh,
okay.
so potentially, yeah. I don't know how the exterior is, but what's your repair? It's just gutted on the inside, but the outside's fine.
Yeah, I'll drop the link to the pictures in the let me link back over there.
Do you know if it had, I'll ask you some questions, see if you do.
Yep.
Do you know if it has mechanicals like electricity and HVAC and
Um, it did at one time.
okay, might not know.
I I didn't ask that question.
Okay.
Okay, I'll text him while we're on here too. I dropped the link in the
Is it in the chat?
Yes.
Where's this at?
In Indiana, out in the country, in Newcastle.
Exterior is not very good either. This home I did was it had a brick exterior.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, ooh, it's leaning too. I'm gonna say no for now.
Okay.
Show me the third one though. Let me see the third
Okay.
deal.
Yep. That's I don't have those in a link. This is a house I went and sat with this lady, so these are my pictures. Um these are my pictures on there. So this is not from a wholesaler. This is uh completely from me. So this one, she has a first mortgage at a 3.25% interest rate at 80,000. She unfortunately has a second
How much?
HELOC,
How much? What was it? First
the
mortgage?
sec the 180.
Okay.
And unfortunately, she has a second for 84,000 at 9%. The ARV on this house, I put as around uh three 315, but it does have a finished basement, finished partial basement, and the other two that I compared were on slabs.
What's the repair number?
I would let me get back here. The repair number, if I just wanted to owner finance it, I would say is under 25, but if I wanted to like fix the stuff, like it's got linoleum countertops and older cabinets and stuff, I would say it's probably going to be more like 50.
Golly. Why are your second mortgages there? They're
Because
ruining your
people are
deals.
broke.
They're just ruining your deals. I mean, I don't know what you would do there with a 9% rate
Okay.
on this because that second is just going to block everything. You definitely can't flip it. The payment's going to be ridiculously high on it. And owner financing it would be ruined because of that rate. So,
Okay. I just wanted to double check because I did
okay.
a bazillion. Well, I probably have like 4 or 5 scratch sheets on that one of trying to, figure out with repairs, and
Right.
I figured I'd only make a couple hundred if I did it the straight, mortgage one and mortgage two.
Yeah. Go buy the turnkey one.
Okay. All right, I keep stepping up to the plate.
Hey, girl, it ain't from lack of trying. That's for dang sure.
All
Okay.
right, those are all that I have on my plate for this week.
Okay. All right. I've got more stuff I want to talk about with you, but we'll
Okay.
go to Carrie for now.
Okay.
Carrie.
All right. So I've been working with the wholesaler on the property that we penciled last week. They did get the loan modification finished, which is actually good. It drops the monthly payment that they had from a little over 1,800 to just over 1,700.
Wow. Okay.
So I'll take that as a win. I asked him about the HOA lien.
Uh-huh.
And because I told him, I said, I see it's recorded out there, but it doesn't have a dollar amount.
Right.
And so he goes, I'll go to title. And title, he got back with me day before yesterday and said, yeah, title says I see a lien that's recorded, but it doesn't have an amount. And I'm like, told you that last week. I told you that. I was gonna say that he goes, that would work out in title. would anticipate that the seller would be required to pay off that lien, so it wouldn't impact my numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that if it doesn't, if they don't pay it off, then I'm pretty sure there's a walkaway. They do have a walkaway arranged with the seller. He
Okay.
sent me a copy of the contract, the original contract that he has with them.
Okay.
The only thing he redacted was the total sell amount and their walkaway. And I sent that to you in Messenger.
Really?
I did.
The
Um,
no, the re so this deal's only improving, right?
So far, but the worry that I had was the HOA lien and them not covering it and it um, coming back to bite, because I know HOAs can greatly add fees, and this one was recorded in 23.
Mm-hmm.
Um, do you think if I tried to call the HOA, because it's still the builder HOA, this is still a new development that is selling new built houses,
Okay.
that they might tell me what that balance is? Because
I
I
think
told the
I think it's worth
wholesaler,
a try. I don't know if they would though, but
I said, we're talking about someone who already had a loan modification in 24 for 10K. Now they just had another loan modification for almost 25K or more, because that was what was due in March. I'm
Mhm.
like, are they paying anything anytime? And he's, oh, they are. They'll pay it. And I'm like, to be
Hmm.
$25,000 behind doesn't sound like they're paying much and have an HOA lien and
No, it definitely
what
doesn't.
have you. So I was concerned them not paying the HOA lien and it be something ridiculous.
Yeah.
But with
Well,
that
you're
being
gonna find that
said,
out before
I've
closing
got
though. You're gonna find that out before closing though, right? I mean,
yep,
you know. So
yeah.
this deal
So
is
I
a
guess that's
really
the
good
step.
deal.
It really is. And there's others around that are somewhat similar, not as good as this one though,
Uh-huh.
because this one is walking in with equity on the sub two amount, because we're just doing a straight sub two lower than ARV,
Uh-huh.
even with the wholesaler fee. My concern is I told him, I said, I'm willing to move forward even with the HOA lien pending.
Uh-huh.
I said, but I want to see the assignment of contract that we would be signing.
Yep.
Because he did give me the original contract he has with the seller. So, but I want to see the assignment,
Okay.
and what that looks like, and everything, so that because he's like, I'll get that once you make your non-refundable 5,000 EMD.
Yep.
And I'm like, I'm not paying you 5,000 before I have a contract.
Sure.
And I'm like,
Of course he would want you to.
I mean, that's a non-negotiable, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
okay.
you're
And
fine.
then the other thing, is it worth asking, since the HOA lien could be something significant, that we could make it a refundable,
Yeah.
dependent on the finding
Depending on the
of
final
the
payoff
HOA?
of the HOA, for sure. Yeah, I mean, unless he knows it, right? Like
Yeah,
otherwise,
he said he doesn't know it. And I'm like, and he asked title. I'm like, well, how come you didn't ask title to go ahead and get the amount, make them reach out, or find out if he's already dealing with title on it.
yeah. Yep.
So, all
Gotta
right,
wait till we get it back then.
all
Yeah.
right.
Hey,
So
but you're closer though. The deal only really improved. We know that the HOA number is there. You have a private lender no matter what anyway. So like,
yeah. Well, my private lender, it's like the wholesaler's pushing me. Oh, the other thing is the contract that he had was expired. And so I asked him, did you get a new contract? And can I see the new contract? Or did you extend this one?
what do you say?
And he's like, oh, the sellers are ready. They'll close. And I'm like, I want to see the contract.
Okay.
Because if he
Yeah.
didn't get a contract, then what are you going to be assigning me?
Yeah,
Am
what
I
did
pushing too hard? Is
what
that
did he
something I
say
shouldn't
about
be doing?
what did he say when you asked him about the contract expiring though?
He goes, oh, we'll have everything ready. The sellers are ready to close as soon as possible.
Okay.
Well, I'm
I
like, of
mean,
course they are.
I would respond like that if my contract was only a couple days, like or a couple weeks expired. I'd be like, it's fine, we'll close.
It is.
Um,
I mean, and it was the day he sent it to me. It was the 8th day after expiration, and they had in there that the buyer could extend 8 days without having to do anything.
mhm.
So on that day was the last like extension without an extension.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I asked him literally 2 days ago, it's like, okay, do you have another contract? He goes, oh yeah, we'll have it. And I'm like, well, I want to see the extension and I want to see the assignment before I'm not going to send any money to title without having a contract in place, the assignment in place. And I felt that was adequate, but he's like,
That's
oh,
pretty.
no, I'll get you that until when you get us the 5K. And I'm like, I'm not getting you the 5K until I have a contract.
Okay, well then, yeah, be mildly careful with it because if he's doing, I don't know why they would ask for the 5K before the assignment contract. So,
Well, I'm
yeah.
going to reiterate that with him today. Because like I said, I think I'm going to try to call. I looked up the HOA. I'm going to try calling the HOA just to see. I mean, what harm would it be if I'm like, hey, look, I'm wanting to buy this. I just need to know what that back payment is.
Right,
They're going to want to get paid.
right.
And I just don't want them. I want that cleared up so that because that's the only one. I don't know why this house hasn't been in pre-foreclosure before, but I don't
It's
want
pretty cool
that.
how difficult this deal is proving for you because it means you're probably going to buy it. So, because it's
Yeah.
being, if they're being this difficult with you, they can't be doing this with too many other people because they would never get anywhere. So,
Yeah.
it's a pretty good little spot, Carrie.
Yep. And I think because my PML that said it wanted to work with me, he's currently out of country.
Okay,
Um, and then I reached
obviously.
out to another person who said that they wanted to work with me, and they don't have the funds at the moment, at least to have it out longer than like 2 months. So I
Okay.
might do, like you said, for Mike and just put it out there because I think all told with the fees for the wholesaler, closing cost, and maybe 10,000 rehab, it's going to be a 40K ask.
Uh-huh.
50 maybe with some buffer.
Okay.
Um and get this one and get started
Yeah.
on it because I'm excited about it.
You should be because the cash flow is like through the roof. So,
Yeah. Yeah,
yes.
and it's only like I said, it only got bigger. And he's like, yeah, the loan modification got finalized and your payment went down. I'm like, I'll
Yeah.
take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Cool. Okay.
Okay,
So find out the HOA lien, get an assignment contract, and let's start moving towards closing. Because
perfect.
truthfully, you can get an assignment contract, Carrie, and just move towards closing. The closing attorney is going to find the HOA lien and tell you how much it is.
Okay.
So,
So as long as we get the assignment contract, and do you normally want to see the original contract between wholesaler and seller before you do the assignment contract?
no, not before. After though. Yeah.
Okay. But you also mentioned last time that you wanted like a 30-day clock on it.
Close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they have 30 days?
Um, they did on the original contract that expired.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. 30 days is fine then.
Okay.
I just didn't know if they needed to close sooner than that.
Well, I'm sure they're not going to pay anymore, so there'll just be another payment behind if it goes that way.
Right.
Because I honestly just think they just walked away and haven't paid for anything for a couple of years,
Can I ask you
at
about
least.
can I ask you about your personal
Sure.
home? Did you get it
Sure.
listed?
Have not. I'm on vacation. I'm up in the
Oh,
mountains at the moment. Taking it before all crazy
awesome.
breaks loose.
Okay.
But we are trying to work towards that.
You still are?
Yeah.
Nothing's changed?
Mm,
Okay. Cool.
Nope, nothing yet. And my realtors that I've visited with in Needville where we're moving are hitting me up going, hey, here's another house, and or like the one that I said that we penciled, you said you didn't like. They're like, here, we've got the video walkthrough now. Do you want to look at it? And we actually looked at it today. And but like you said, the numbers aren't pretty. It would get us there, but then we would
Yeah.
have 2 payments until we got this one done. And it's not a great sub two.
Okay.
Because the interest rate was like 7.25% or something.
Okay. Got it.
But
Okay,
yeah,
girl.
I'm thinking once we get home, we're gonna go through a lot more. I want to get this San Antonio property rolling, and then we'll start working on home stuff. I'm going to start going ahead and getting the quotes on the repairs so we know how much to drop the price for an as-is price.
Okay.
Um, and worked getting that listed. That's scary, but
Okay.
okay.
Okay, I just wanted to check on that. I'll jump to Amanda,
Yeah.
but try to get
Yeah.
this house under contract, press towards closing, and then keep me in the
Okay.
loop on the personal.
All right.
So,
Sounds great. Thanks.
floor's yours, Amanda. Yeah, of course.
All right. So I've got a property that is in an area of town that all the sale prices are like the houses are in rough shape and it's like a transitional neighborhood. So I'm struggling with understanding like a good ARV number to pencil the property. And also it's a duplex. They have, so it's with a wholesaler. It's 115K, the list price. But they have two tenants in there that have both been in for 5 years each. It's a 2 bed, 2 bath, but each unit is 1 bed, 1 bath.
Yeah.
And they total the rent collected is 1,400 a month.
Whoa.
At first I was like, well, maybe I'll just DSCR,
Mhm.
loan it and keep them in because they don't care about the cosmetic, issues of the house, because the math works on that. But then I
Mhm.
was like, I did the math on, actually just getting them out of the unit and rehabbing, refinance, and then owner finance. And it definitely would pencil better.
Yep.
But I just don't know how to do the ARV. Like Cashflow Hunter says the retail is 196, but I don't think that's I don't feel very good about that number. So I'm just trying to figure out how to do that in a neighborhood that's like there's houses that sold for 70K, but they're like total gut jobs. And there's,
Yeah.
it's all over the board.
Well, so you definitely can't take the total gut jobs as a comp, right? And like, because Cashflow Hunter is using like an intuitive system to read data. Like that's why AI will never replace us at the end of the day because it's not smart enough to be able to um, uh, know things about neighborhoods that are transitioning or not based off data. Can't be done. And so that's where like an agent could tell you, because what do you think the ARV is? So you don't believe it's 196. What do you think it is?
I mean, I'm going conservative at 140.
Cool.
Um,
So all you do, Amanda, is just call an agent that sold a home in that neighborhood and be like, "Hey, I got one in this neighborhood. It's wrecked today, but I'm gonna fix it up. Do you think that thing's worth 140 or 190?"
Yeah, I am waiting on my realtor that I've built a relationship with out there, but I haven't done the whole like that block or anything. I've just been working with the one guy that's been really helpful, and I'm waiting for him because he's on vacation. So I texted him to try to get that number. But
What's
the
the purchase
wholesaler,
price again?
115. I preliminarily on that like that ARV, I gave
Hmm.
the guy an offer of 80K and he came back and said like the numbers won't work on that for me, but what's like your best and final? Because I
They
asked,
they just lowered that price, Amanda, on that. If it's I think I know the one you're talking about. They just dropped it another 10K
when did that happen?
last night.
Oh, interesting. Is that
Okay.
the 1317 property?
Let me go look at the picture and I can tell you.
Okay.
What's the repair number, Amanda?
I
I
mean,
know.
that's the thing. If it's owner finance, I think I can do like 25K, but I don't know because I don't know what it's going to cost to break down that into a single family versus the duplex.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
that's the other thing. There's no duplexes in the area other than that one. So that's the other part of the comp where it's like, what,
So it's 1,400 a side or 700 a side?
no, 700 aside.
That's low. What is it, a 1-1?
It's a 2-2, 1,300 square feet.
Whoa. What is a 2-2? You should find out what a 2-2 should rent for in that area. Because if a 2-2, I'm just going to go Augusta, Georgia, and I'm going to guess it's relatively the same. Like my 1-1s in Augusta in a terrible neighborhood on Bayvale Road rent for 950 each.
Okay. Well, they also have been there for 5 years on a month-to-month lease. So I could see where they might be under market.
I'm gonna guess that's 11 to 1200. Hey, let me check. Hold on, guys. My wife's calling. She knows I'm on this call, so let me make sure everything's okay. Hey,
Okay, I'm just letting you know we're leaving.
okay, I'll be right behind you guys.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Cool. Never mind. All's okay. Okay, Amanda, so we probably really have something here. Okay. So, I want you to entertain leaving this as a duplex. Okay.
Okay.
And I want you to go find out what the market rate should be for a 2-2. Okay. You can find a 2 bedroom, 2 bath home, and you can get a random rate off of that. It's probably going to be $100 less than that. Truthfully, that agent will have an idea as well. And if you do not know, go to rentometer.com.
Okay.
Okay, rentometer.com, and it will tell you what the rents are.
So I can do that even if it's a duplex versus like it's a 1-1 unit, each unit, but
Oh,
the total is a 2-2.
oh, okay. I thought it was a
You know what I mean?
2-2, two
No, no,
two.
no, 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 no.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I bet it still rents for more though. Yeah, it's okay. Go find out what a 1-1 would rent for then. So ask the agent. It's
Okay.
probably going to be like, if they've been there for 5 years and the rents have appreciated 5% a year, it probably should be 900 to 1,000 for the
But
one.
but either way, Travis, on that, like it's in kind of a rough area, like the profit, whatever. I don't know what Claude told me to do, but odorprofit.com, like the crime is kind of high over there and burglaries are high. So I was wondering, like, I don't know if I want to be the landlord on that. I'd rather be the owner finance,
Okay.
because of that.
Okay, totally cool then. So let's only look at it as an owner finance. So the reason why I got excited was I thought you had a 2-2, 2-2. Okay,
Sure.
like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
that would rent for like 2,400 minimum
Yeah.
total. So like you had a good deal there. Even if it was a crime neighborhood, like that's why you got like people wonder why people want to own or finance homes. Guys, it's because the places that rentals are in suck. Like they don't have a choice. Like
Yeah.
you have to be in that household income has to be well over $100,000 to get themselves in a B and A class neighborhood. Like it flat sucks. And that's why they get so excited whenever they can own or finance a home in a neighborhood they want to be in. So, okay, cool. All right. So,
Excuse me
it's
for
a
one second.
2-2. Um,
I just had a quick
is that
question.
you, Amanda?
Before you move on,
Okay.
what is a 2-2 and a 1-1? I don't understand your lingo.
I'm glad you asked. So a 2-2 means a 2 bedroom, 2 bath. A 1-1 means a 1 bedroom, 1 bath. When you hear us say 3-2, it means I mean 3 bedroom, 2 bath. So the bedrooms always go first, the bathroom always goes second. And so it is like if you hear a 4-2, 4 bedroom, 2 bath.
Okay, all right. I got confused I've heard you say that before, but I immediately went to duplexes thinking she was talking about she had a duplex,
Yeah,
2 units next to each other. So I thought that's what you meant 2-2. I wasn't thinking back on those things. Thank you.
for sure. Yeah, for sure. Okay, Amanda, so what we need to do,
Oh,
we have the rents around roughly 1,400. You just need to figure out what it would cost to turn that into a home, which is mainly taking down that wall and repairing it.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's kind of a heavy lift of a question, though. So, because when you're going to tear down that wall, sometimes there's a load-bearing wall there. I'm
Right.
going to guess, can I just get pictures and can I reply with a number for you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I don't know why I didn't like save the link here on because I had to drive, but I can send that later for you.
Drop them in the Facebook group. I'm gonna guess since you said to get it really nice, you said about 25 grand for owner financing. Did that include your thoughts of taking down the wall?
I honestly forgot about the wall. I don't know what I was
Okay,
thinking,
it's okay.
but I don't mean to get it super nice, just enough for the owner financing. If I was gonna flip it, it definitely needs more than 25 grand.
Yep, cool. Yep, we don't need to flip it. You won't need to. Rents are strong. Purchase price is pretty safe. I'm gonna guess it's gonna cost 10 grand to take down that wall.
Yeah.
But let me just take a look at it. So you can calculate. I'd feel pretty comfortable with you running based off you telling me 25, because I know you guys doubt your repairs and stuff. Like you're gonna get past that. guys. Like you do the best you can, and like I'm not gonna let you close on it without reviewing it in detail.
Well, and I
Okay.
told him when I gave him
So
the offer, as long as you give me a due diligence period, and he was fine with it. So I was like, well, then I'm going to because he wanted a number today, and I gave him one. And then he said, that's going to be too low, but do you have a best and final? And I'm like, the problem is, I don't know how to put in a real ARV number in that I'm confident about because, like I said, Cashflow Hunter says 196. But I mean, the 211 that sold recently in that area is a 2025 build. So I'm like, I don't think so.
good
Like,
job. Yeah, not a fair comp. No way.
yeah.
Not a fair comp. So, okay, let's go find that out. Keep doing what you're doing. You're just evaluating these deals over and over and over again, and you're making offers on them. Just keep it in your mind like you need to get to 100 of these. You're going to keep working so many of them at one time. Like you should hit a point, Amanda, where it's like, I have 15 deals going. Like this is getting confusing. That's good. You're literally getting ready to buy one, is what that means.
Okay, can I ask you something on that real quick?
Yeah.
So when you said like 30 deals equals or 30 offers equals a deal,
Yeah.
typically. So like if I'm building a number sheet for myself, because it is also very complicated to like remember who gave me what property, what I've done on it, what I haven't done, like in terms of like evaluating it or when is the walkthrough, like all these things. And so I'm trying to build an Excel spreadsheet with it all and also just,
Good.
visually. So I see the 30, you know, but
Hey,
like,
I do want you at some point though, not yet, okay? Because if I remember, um, I don't want you guys doing this yet, but like, I do want you to have go high level at a certain point, okay?
I'm
So
actually
simple.
getting that set up. Like within the next week is what I'm getting that set up.
You are okay. Please use my link, okay?
I
Um,
have it. Yep. I
okay.
have it.
That it's so cool, guys. I'm telling you, when you have go high level and you send it to somebody, go high level, they're going to charge Amanda $100 no matter what. But they literally will pay me $40 a month
Oh,
forever
wow.
for
That's amazing.
Amanda. So like, and then Amanda, you're going to have the code now, and you can send it to Josh, and he can sign up, and you get paid $40. I mean, it's like
That's
it
awesome.
it matters. It matters. So thank you for that. But yes, go high level will really allow you to be able to do that.
Can I make a suggestion in the short term of just use the colors and put keeper notes inside of Cashflow Hunter? Because that's a quick visual.
Yeah. I will do that, Deirdre. Thank you.
Go high
Good
level
job,
question, Travis.
Amanda. Good freaking job, girl. I don't love this one. Okay, just so you know, I don't love you having to take down a wall. It's just a little bit of a lift for you. Um, Truthfully, I have in the back of my mind about your $1 million home that you have just sitting there free and clear. And so like I want you just to go buy some stuff and get going here. But I don't love the taking down the wall part, okay? So be
Yeah.
real
Okay.
careful on this one. Carrie?
Okay.
Was Carrie
I was
saying?
just gonna ask on your go high level, is that just a blank account or do you have one that's actually like set up?
I got one that's set up. Yeah. Truthfully, guys, you should use Jared's PPC thing, which is the same thing the same link that I give you guys. So,
I have an agency account already with Go High Level. I just don't have anything built out
oh, girl,
appropriately.
you should cancel it and then use this. Watch this and use this link.
Carrie, that's what I did too. I had one as well. And I canceled it, and that's what I'm gonna be doing it with Unleashed. But yeah, it's easier to do it that way.
All right, but it would be that monthly payment for each company I have, though, right? Because I got agency because I have like 3 different companies that I wanted individual
No.
Go High Level accounts
So
for.
if you have agency with 3 accounts, that's like $400 a month. Is that what you're
3,
paying?
yeah,
297.
yeah.
And then I think that allows you to do 4 different agencies inside one. I have the basic, which is 97. It allows me to do 3 domains in one account.
Yeah. I have 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And I'm
3
only on
domains in
90.
a single account at the 97 level.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. And you
Yep.
can do it through Jared's, or you can just downgrade your own if you already have some information in it. you can downgrade it. Like Jared manages mine. He's got access into one of my domains. So
Yeah, I've got the only one that I have mostly built out is for my excess proceeds.
okay.
So I've got, because I have a funnel built out and I have everything built out
Yeah.
on that
So
one.
you
I
don't want
don't
to
have one
cancel.
for my brokering and I don't have the one for my properties built out. So I
So
only
how
have the
many do
one
you
for
want to have total when you're done? If you do PPC.
Hey, I'm gonna grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I need something.
if I was going to do when I do, not if I was going to do PPC, when I do PPC, I would definitely want one for it. Excess proceeds could be combined with my brokering one, so I could keep it at 3.
What I would do is just drop it down to the basic $97.
Okay.
And then Jared helped me hook up. I think I pay $10 a quarter for voice, inbound, outbound, texting, all that. He configured all that.
Yeah,
So
because
you
I've got
could,
the phone number set up over there that I could probably transport over to the new account.
yeah, and then you can put a phone number for each domain. So you still
Yeah.
could have like 3 businesses at $97.
Okay. I didn't
So
know
like
that.
I've got a master account and then Jared goes in and then I've got my equity first buyers and then he is a manager of that account. So he configured all my voice, all my text, all the PPC,
Uh,
everything's in
That
that.
sounds brilliant. Cheaper and I get help and there's stuff set
Yeah,
up.
because I've got a consulting
Right.
funnel and then my daughter runs her swim lesson business out of one of them. So I've got 3 domains. It's one master business at 97 and you can run 3 businesses inside that one. Once you need more than 3 domains, then you need to upgrade to the 297 one.
Hey, Dave, on that, are you saying you need PPC separate from like your real estate sub account?
No, so I've got Equity First Buyers is my domain, and Jared manages that for me for all my PPC inbound and outbound voice.
Okay.
So I've got a master account, my K&D Holdings, because I also do consulting on the side, and I run a consultant business with Facebook ads and all that. So that's in one domain in the same account. I pay $97 a month.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could condense mine to 3. I mean, because
Yeah.
I'm not actively working some of them, right? So my brokering, I've been needing to get set up, because I'm tired of working out of spreadsheets.
yeah. Just
Um,
downgrade it to the 97. Just make sure you're
so I
not
could just
breaking
cancel
anything.
what I have and then go with his PPC link that
I
he
would
just
just
gave, or
downgrade and then
downgrade.
give him access to your master account to build out your PPC. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Because you already have
Yeah,
stuff built out. If
but
you
then
cancel it,
they wouldn't get their affiliate
Don't worry
pay for
about us. Do what you need to. Just
yeah,
if you
well, that's what I'm
just if
saying
you
is
guys are signing up, use it. But like, don't
if
worry
you've
about it.
already
Yeah.
got funnels built, I wouldn't cancel because you'd have to start all over on everything.
Yeah, but that's one, and I haven't been taking time to focus on that because I think looking for houses is better than looking for people with excess proceeds.
Yeah. Just downgrade to the 97, call Jared and have him give him access and build out your new domain, and you're good to go.
Got it. Thank you
I
for
just-
taking the time to let's
Yeah,
to do
go
that.
high level. It's not super expensive to configure. I've had some developers in there, 500 here, $1,000 there. I mean, it can add up, but I mean, if you've already built stuff, don't cancel and start over. It just
Okay. All right, cool. Thank y'all.
Cool. Okay. Who was next, Dave or Trevor?
Trevor's next.
What's up, man?
So like we talked about last week, I'm pretty close to closing that deal with that guy. We had a conversation and he agreed to, 65,000.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem that I'm coming across is that I sent him the purchase and sell agreement, I sent him all the documents, and he's kind of like dodging him, and he's having like a little bit, he's having cold feet because it's a lot of money. And
Yeah.
so he's asking for multiple, showings, and I'm, letting him do that. He wants to bring his like dad or something like that to, help inspect. Okay, fine. But I basically, to build reassurance with him, I told him, hey, in the purchase and sell agreement, you have, equity holding corp that's listed there. Just copy and paste that, and look up this company. And I even told them, we could have a conversation with Jeff and kind of build some validity. And uh, so far they haven't scheduled anything with because they want to talk to them themselves, right? Kind of like if you had like a Best Buy person calling you up, hey, you've got a refund or whatever, you're gonna call Best Buy directly. So they kind of want to move me out of the conversation and talk to them directly. The other
To
thing
who?
that's going on is that they kind of don't like the fact that
Trevor, who are they
yeah,
wanting to talk to? Who are they
they want
want?
to talk to Jeff.
Oh,
I told them that they could talk to that they could talk to the trust. Jeff told me that, a while back that, he does that all the time. So I'm like, okay, to help um calm their nerves, talk to the trust. And
wonderful. Okay. They can for sure do
so
that, dude.
yeah.
He's
So
incredible, man. You should schedule that because once that's over, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, when can we close?
yeah. So I guess my question is, I keep running up against the previous lady. Her whole concern was um, she thought it was a, like scam, and she didn't want to give the earnest money. And these people are not are kind of doing the same thing and kind of like holding back.
Hmm.
Do you have any like advice or anything that I could do to like help alleviate someone's concern for like a scam or something like
For
that?
sure, for sure. So if somebody ever feels like they're in a scam, guys, I just ask them like, hey, does this feel weird to you? And if they say yes, be like, okay, no worries, man. We're owner financing a house, right? So it's different than we're taught. And so what would make you feel comfortable? And they're going to tell you, and then you do it. And that's it. And so once you
Okay.
do that, we're like, okay, so guys, if I do this, we're ready to close, right? They're obviously going to say yes because you're pinning them to say yes. They're going to say yes, and then you're going to do that. And then you're going to close. That's what we always do, man. Because if they say, well, I'd like to have an attorney involved, no worries. Hey, you want to send your earnest money to the attorney's office then? We're going to work with X, Y, and Z down the street. I'll get their wire instructions today. You ready to submit the earnest money? Great. I'll have the instructions over in an hour. Awesome. Hey, I'm really worried that this isn't real. I have to talk to Jeff Hatcher. No worries. I'll set that up with Jeff Hatcher. And once we do that, are you ready to close? Again, you're just pinning them and they're going to have to say yes. And so then, dude, set up with Jeff Hatcher, and Jeff's probably just going to do the closing right either on the call or right after the call with them. Because Jeff's going to be like, you're buying the house, right? So let's close on the house.
Okay. Just a little bit of nuance with that.
Mhm.
You said, we could set up like a local attorney for them. Um, from my understanding, with the trust, uh, attorneys aren't really necessary. So I'm kind of
They're
like,
not.
so what exactly is the attorney doing? So they're just like gonna hold cash and that's it.
Yeah, it's a good question, man, because the attorney's not doing anything. He's just making your buyer feel safe. That's it. It's the same thing that real estate agents, why people work with real estate agents, just makes them feel good. So not always the case, guys. Like in your guys' case, like I do think you should work with agents because you know enough to like coach them and call them out on things, but other people don't. So the attorney's not doing anything, Trevor. It's just kind of validating the situation.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Travis.
Yeah. So let's round that off though. They're kind of tiptoeing around everything. Have they signed a purchase and sale agreement with you?
No, I've sent it out. I've sent out an initial one. We did some negotiations, so then I had to send out a revision, and then they've kind of like yeah they're they're
Tiptoeing
concerned.
around.
Yeah, yeah. So I had to send it out again.
So I would
Uh,
call them. I would call them today when we hang up. Be like, hey guys, are you worried about something? Because I've got other people want to see this home, and I'm telling them no. We haven't signed a purchase and sale agreement. You haven't submitted earnest money. That this isn't any of my process, but I want you to buy the home if you want it. And so, do you want to buy the home? They're going to say yes. Like, okay, awesome. So we've got to get this going for you. What do you need to happen so that we can close? Because I've done everything I can do. Then let them answer, and then do it, whatever they ask for. Unless it's silly, right? They're like, oh, I gotta have it at $1,500 a month. Be like, what, dude? What are we doing? We're not doing the deal. Move on. So it's almost like you need to get to a no with these folks. Like you either get to a yes or a no. It's like in sales, guys. Like our goal, we just shoot for a no. Like that's it. I'm just shooting for a no. Because if I plan on getting no, 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 no the whole time, then I know that yeses are just going to naturally happen. And so it doesn't affect my attitude and it allows us to like kill people and move on from them, right? Because you don't want to keep floating around with this guy that, you know, you should have nixed a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. Hey, I'm gonna drop this recording immediately after we hang up because those couple questions I just asked, they should make it really simple for you.
Cool. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, dude. My pleasure, man. Let me know if you keep having hangups with them because, like, you're right here. We just need to close them. And so we're just kind of allowing them to hang out instead of, because if we have, Michael knows if he, you know, if I see a personal sale agreement go out and I don't see earnest money come back within an hour, I'm like, hey, what happened? Like, well, they said they get it this evening. I'm like, then cancel the purchase and sale agreement. Like, we get earnest money when we sign the purchase and sale agreement. Otherwise, we'll sell it to somebody else. And so not as easy for you guys to do that because it's your first, second ones. But for me, I know I'm going to find a new buyer. And I definitely don't want to. I've goofed off with enough people who drag out earnest money for 2 weeks that never had it anyway. So, okay. I get fired up about that, dude, because like it really bothers me when people drag things out. Because it's like, you know, it's kind of similar whenever people are looking to join equity buyers. Like, do you want to be here or not? Like, and I get it if you need to think about it. Like, I totally get it. But like, you know, if you want to do it or not. And I bet Deirdre asked the questions a whole lot better than me. And that's why I don't want to do it anymore. Because I'm like, wait, you booked a call, you watched the webinar, you don't want to do this? Well, then what the heck are we on the phone for? That's why I don't do sales calls. I'm not good at them. So, okay. Dave, round us off, dude. And I got to get to a birthday party.
Yeah, so two things. The Florida property, he came back last night and wanted proof of corporation. And I was looking at the laws. I know South Carolina requires you to have foreign entity corporation documentation. Like if you're an out of state, you have to register in that state. Reading the rules in Florida, it looks like if you have one transaction and it's completed within 30 days, you don't have to fill out the foreign entity forms for an out of state business. So it looks like I'm okay there. He wanted proof of funds. How do you typically show proof of funds? This is just kind of new to me.
Do you still have that couple $100,000 in your bank account?
Yeah. Do I just screenshot my web picture of it? Yeah.
Screenshot
it. And then he's concerned because
or text a buddy that's got $500,000 in his account. Screenshot. So.
Yeah, no, I mean I'm okay there. I can show him the dual foreign entity, so North Carolina and South Carolina registration, and just let him know we don't typically do Florida, but we'll do a one-off with you if we can get it done in 30 days.
I just think he's asking for proof of corporation, like that Dave has an LLC. Yeah, I don't think he's asking about no foreign entity stuff. So don't.
Yeah, I was just checking with Claude in case some states are now requiring foreign entity if you're going to do real estate because real estate scams are up. So just if you're performing real estate outside of your state, just verify that the state doesn't require foreign entity status. I was just passing that.
Hold on, record it again. Here we go. I don't want to say anything, and then
if you're in Florida, you can do onesie twosie here and there if you get them done in 30 days. Just proof of verification of entity. Now, here's the other thing. It's like since we're doing a subject to wrap, and Donna is no longer available, and now I'm in Florida, which is not in my backyard. I need a closing attorney, or he wanted proof of verification from an attorney, proof of funds, and proof of corporation. So does anybody have any recommendations of a Florida attorney? I mean, I've looked some up on Claude, but I didn't know if anybody had a relationship.
Ask in the group. We got some people that do Florida. So
okay. So I'll just post in the Facebook group.
Yeah. And then do Pace Morby's Facebook group too.
Okay. And then go ahead. What I was thinking of doing is just like asking, but also asking if whoever has the attorney wants this deal. So I was
Yeah.
going to post it. It's not papered yet because he wants his wife on the contract, but he also wants to verify that his loan's going to get paid for.
Yeah,
So
for sure, man. I mean, I like that he's qualifying you. Shows that he wants
yeah,
to do he shows that he wants to do it. Like,
yeah, yeah. So I mean, and I love what you just said there in that little side conversation. Does this feel awkward to you? So do you at this point would you spell out typically what happens? We have a closing attorney. Would you share with him my closing attorney is out of Georgia, but they've changed locations? Here's what typically happens as we chase one down.
if
Or
you
what?
feel like you need to, or if you need to ask, like if he asks, by all means, always tell the truth. But if yeah, man, if you feel like you need to tell him something, guys, Donna quit her other job as well. The attorney worked her 60 hours her first week, and so she quit there too. And so she's now going to find another law firm. And so I wish so badly. I promise. I told Megan and Teresa, I was like, can we hire her and she do our closings like internally? But it doesn't work.
She has
So
to be connected with an attorney. I mean, she's an
yeah,
amazing paralegal, but she
I
has
know,
to have
man.
an attorney. Yeah,
I know.
that
I
sucks.
can't afford an attorney in-house. So
Someday, not yet. Someday.
maybe
Yeah.
someday.
If
No.
everybody in-house is using it, like you don't pay for them, they pay for yours. So
I would guarantee you, all I will end up doing is just getting in arguments with them about stuff. So, you know, it
I hear
wouldn't
you.
even work.
I hear you. So
Okay.
And then your dispo guy is it Michael? Did I get that name right?
Yeah, dude. Yes, man. I really think we need to have him teach a call. So
Okay.
I'm
Well, I
really
texted him last
considering.
night about that, Augusta. Can I just call him? Is that okay? Jared gave me
Yeah,
his
dude.
number.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to overstep, but I
Yeah.
think I want to move fast on this deal, and I just want to make sure it works for your box and
Yeah,
everything.
dude. I mean, Drew had
Okay.
that one deal I wanted to buy too. So like, um, and remember, guys, if somebody wants to buy a home in Augusta, like, you should reach out to Dave. Like, I'd prefer you guys to buy. Like, it's easy for us to buy a house. So like,
Yeah.
and it's just it's another widget, and I'll never know the address. But for you guys, it's a $500 cash flow that might make a car payment for the rest of your life on your first one. So like, you guys are welcome to those things first. So I'll
Okay.
always take them. Uh, but yeah, dude. Yeah, man. I mean, we'd freaking love it, dude.
Okay. I'll get on. I'm on the phone. I just want to make sure the numbers work before I paper it. I just wanted to
Yeah,
have him dot the I's with me. Okay. Cool.
Can I
That's
ask a
all I
quick
need.
question?
I'm good.
cool. Somebody else was just saying something.
Yeah, I know you have to go, so I'll keep it super quick. But you said something that piqued my interest. You said you wouldn't want to be on the sales calls anymore because did you say you're not good at sales or something like that?
I shouldn't say that, man. I'm pretty good at sales, if I'm honest. But I tend to say those things to be
Well, the
insensitive.
reason I was saying that is more so because I was asking about that is because how would you differ like a normal sales call from kind of what we're doing? Because like I'm very sales minded and oriented, and obviously I'm going into real estate as an agent, but like how would you say is there a line between what we're doing and sales? To me, it just seems like they're almost the same in kind of
I
how
think
we're pitching.
so. Yeah, I think so. I think one of the uh I think they are very similar in what we're doing here because we use script work and we use motivation to do
Yep.
so. And like every person that is on here was motivated to do real estate. That's why you're here, right? Or you wouldn't have been here. And so and we use scripts to do it. Like Deirdre and I don't just free flow it with people. And so like we have things that we want to say that like encourage you guys to join. And it's the same with buyers. Like we have things that we say that encourage them to sell the home and to take action now. As you'll see in the script work, it'll say like, well, what are you going to do if the home doesn't sell?
Yep.
That's a pretty big thing. Like, hey, Carrie, what are you going to do since you hate your job and you never want to go back to it? You're just going to keep doing that? Like you don't want to come start over here with us, like and start down this path? So like yes, you are saying things that are really like helping people make the decision that they already want to make. Because in my opinion, most of the time people already know what they want to do. You need to help convince them to do it. It's why one of my favorite things to do is to get sold something. I love when when we buy a car, we never get to buy vehicles. They're just too expensive now. Like you guys remember when a car used to cost like 15 grand or 25,000, if you want a brand new, real nice one, like you could buy a car every 2 or 3 years, right? Like that was okay to do. Now you never get to freaking do it because like they're ridiculously expensive. But I love getting sold something. My wife always jokes about it, like, and it's one of my favorite things to be sold really well so that I buy something so that I feel great about it. Because I don't really need to worry about that buyer's remorse piece of it because I'm probably gonna have it anyway. But like if I got sold and I felt like I did what I wanted to do, that's the whole purpose. So
Can I
anyway,
add
dude,
to that real
yeah,
quick?
man, they're similar. So for sure.
Yeah, I was just gonna add, it's like when I started with Travis, probably what, 8 months ago is when I met you, 8 or 9 months ago. I was a consultant and I taught other sales teams at the executive level. And even it's funny, sometimes even if it's something we do, we need to be coached and taught how to. I felt very guilty almost taking someone's house for pennies on the dollar. But
Yeah.
what I've learned though is what Travis has taught me. Like the guy in Florida, he's already moved. He's in Alabama. He's 3 months down, paying double payments. He needs out now, and he's willing to give me that house for like $26,000.
Wow.
So my guilt goes away because I know the faster I move, the faster I can help him from bleeding.
Yeah.
And he's emotional and he's fighting me a little bit, but I'm also coming back and using the emotional conversation that Travis taught us, going, hey man, if you have to pay 2 more house payments, double, and we're going into the fall and you're a teacher, what's going to happen? And it's not, what I've learned is I'm creating a solution for someone and everybody gets to win. The pain stops and I get to make a little money.
Yeah. I think that's a good way of thinking about it, because I'd probably feel pretty guilty too, especially like giving them, minimal money on, walk away.
Yeah. I mean, I had a novations deal. The kid was 24. His stepdad died, deeded him the house. He didn't know what he was doing. By the time he called me, it was already in foreclosure. I hired all the agents. I started with a $15,000 fee. And when it was all said and done, I walked away with like $6,000.
Yeah.
Basically, because I felt it was the right thing. He was going to leave with 3 or 4, But again, at the end of the day, it's a 24-year-old kid, didn't know what he was doing. He called me too late. And we did the best we could to get him the money he needed. But I can't spend 3 months and not get paid. I can't.
Understandable. 100%.
Travis has been great at helping my mindset shift. And
Yeah. Oh yeah, we've
creating
lost. I
solutions for
mean,
these
I don't know
people,
if
and you get paid.
Deirdre probably hasn't because she's just better than I am. But like, I used to lose people all the time from joining. How they were like, I can't take advantage of people and buy their homes cheap, and I was just like, duh, I can't help you come back from that right now. Not on this call. I can once you're in. I can help you get past that, but I can't at the point. And then I always get pointed out the Bible verse about something about I can't remember what Bible verse it is, but it was something about dead or something like that. And I was like, dadgummit, guys, I can show you the other side of it too, but that's not going to work to close you on a sales call. So, okay, guys, I got to run on this. Does anybody, Deirdre, do you have any? I can assign the call
No,
to you
I
guys
was
too if you want to
I
stay.
was just gonna say I actually was on a call the other day with someone who needed a visual, and I literally just took my transcript and I used my Nathan deal, Joshua, and I can send you that graphic of exactly what owner financing it is, because like when I explain it, which I've explained it this way to everybody on here, is we're really providing just like Dave said, we're providing a solution to, I call her Sally when I'm on a call with you guys, right? And I use my son Patrick, who's the buyer, and because we're educated to do it, we get paid for that knowledge. So, like, if you look at what we're doing, look, I get goosebumps talking about it, because what Travis teaches us all in here, it isn't to buy it at the absolute lowest, right? That's not how we go in. Just like Dave said, we're a solution provider first. And I obviously love sales, but if you really go into sales like that, there's nobody here who I don't believe that isn't going to benefit and completely change their lives with what Travis does.
Yeah.
There isn't one person who has joined this apprenticeship that I don't, in my heart of hearts, know that he will impact my life and your life.
Appreciate it. And I would love to see that script or the
Yeah,
paper.
it's a grab. I'll send it over to you and your mom right now. But it was and all I did was take my transcript from that call, put it into ChatGPT, and said, create me a graphic.
Oh wow.
So I'll send it over.
Thank you.
That's great. Thanks.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm glad you did. Okay, guys. Hey, I'm gonna run. Hit me up if you guys need anything though. I've got a birthday party till 2:30, I think. So just 2 hours. So let me know if you guys need anything from me. I'll be happy to do it. Otherwise, that was a killer week of calls, guys. It was a killer week. We had a pretty good week. I hope you guys did too. Like we wrapped some homes. I just see a person sale agreement now. You guys are good luck. It's the third person sale agreement while we're on the call. This one's a retail. We listed it owner financing for sale, but then a retail buyer popped in and bought it at our owner finance price. And so good situation to be in. So yeah. Okay, guys. Have a great day. Let me know if you need anything. See y'all.
Thank you.
Thanks, Travis.
Thank you.
Of
Take care.
course. Bye-bye.